taking a little bit of time out of what must be a very busy day indeed in preparation for the big event tomorrow. John, thank you for coming on. Give us the
I
latest
don't-
update on the event tomorrow and into the day after. It's an overnight event. So this now is an event that I consider very exciting and purposeful because it has a focus, it has an agenda to get something achieved, and it's the best protest that I've seen so far that actually has something practical going for it. So give us a bit of an update on the present situation.
Hi, Declan. Hi, sir. Hi, everybody. To all the listeners and everybody, hi from Ireland and all that goes with that. Um, and it's sunny for a change over here. Yeah, look, it's gaining great momentum and traction and everything. And I think the main reason, Declan, is very simple. It's number one, it's non-political because I think everybody's just got a pain in their face with Irish politics, and politics, from my point of view, and this is only my own personal opinion, is not going to fix the problem that we have at the minute. So, having said that, tomorrow at 12 o'clock at the GPO, there's a gathering of grassroots people being people from all little walks of life in little small communities and little hubs, towns, villages dotted throughout the length and breadth of this good country of ours. People that are fed up with the regime, fed up of bills coming in their door every day of the week, and all that goes with that. But there's a twist to this tale. And the twist of the tale is very simple. That over this last 2 or 3 weeks has come to light that there are 16,000 people in this country that are homeless. Not just the 16,000 that are homeless, there's also the hidden homeless. And on top of that, then, there are the ones that have applied for housing, are on housing lists over this last 10 or 15 years, and they're being shoved down the list because the economic migrant that's coming in here, the IPAS people that are coming in here, seemingly are getting houses before the Irish. So those people are being put down the line as well. So the whole idea here tomorrow is that we're gathering at the Dáil. Now, there's a reason for gathering, or the gathering at the GPO. The reason for that is to highlight the GPO and to highlight what the government's narrative is about turning the GPO into a hub, turning O'Connell Street into a 15-minute sort of a city idea, taking down the statues and all that goes with that. That's one part of it. Then we're going from there. We're going from there then to the Dáil. Now, we're doing a very slow rally. It's not one of these fast-paced rallies. It's a slow rally because there will be all types of people there from young to old. Now, we're stopping at certain points that are very prominent in Dublin and mean an awful lot to the people that will be at this. We will get to the GPO when we get there. Whether we're going has been determined, but we're kind of holding that till the time for obvious reasons, right? We're going as far as the Dáil. When we get there, we are doing a rally at the Dáil. And that will be a rally of guest speakers that will be there, some that you already know of, and some that I know will be there and will want to talk. But the people that I want to talk at this are not the wannabe politicians. The people that I want to talk to this are grassroots people, like yourself, like myself, that have a story to tell about what happened in their own community, why X, Y, and Z was put out in the street, and so on and so on. We will be calling out the ministers that are sitting in the Dáil till 5 o'clock on Thursday. We will be calling them out, asking them to pop their heads out from behind the little closet that they have in there and come out and explain to the people what exactly is going on and why they're doing what they're doing. They will never take that offer up, but that will show once again that they're actually traitors to the Irish people. We are camping then overnight. The camping overnight is to highlight the homelessness, to highlight the problem in this country with homelessness, not just in Dublin, but in Cork, in Galway, in Limerick, in Sligo, 123 homeless, in Donegal, 107 homeless, in Bundoran, 8 homeless, and so on down the line. On the following morning, the Thursday morning, at the crack of dawn, all up and out and to the gates of the Dáil. Because the people that are going into the Dáil on the Thursday, they have to go in on the Thursday to sign off for the summer vacation. They will be met not with a handshake and not with an open arm, but with a clenched fist. And what I mean by that, a clenched fist being a verbal clenched fist. Tell them exactly what the Irish people think of them, asking them to step down, and all that goes with that whole ideology.
Okay, you said quite a mouthful there now, so I think I will try to summarize it for the viewers a little bit. Uh, you did say that at the crack of dawn you're going to be up and moving and going to the Dáil. Somebody will surely be asking, where exactly then are you guys going to camp out
At
overnight?
the Dáil.
Okay, so you're going to be at the Dáil from overnight. Also, some people have said to me, "Oh my God, why is he doing this?" Because the Dáil will be already gone home in a Jordan by that time. But the Dáil is sitting till 5 p.m. Thursday, which is perfect timing.
Go.
So they and indeed the people outside can go home at more or less the same time with their point made.
Yes. The whole idea is to get the optics out there and to show everybody in this country like that a normal Joe Soap, like myself or yourself, can actually get people together on this when there's a certain agenda, when there's a certain point to be made, not just a walk from the Garden of Remembrance down to wherever and the speeches and all that goes into that. That's very important, like at local levels, because it highlights the issues that would be at local levels. But I find even the last day that there was a protest up there, people were waiting for one particular person to do their speech. That person did their speech, and when that person did their speech, everybody kind of just left and didn't wait for anybody else because they needed to get home. There was nothing more to do. In this case, there's something to do. We're highlighting the homeless. We're staying overnight. We're camping out. And may I add that anybody that is camping out, I've asked everybody that's camping out if they wouldn't mind leaving their tents. The reason being that we're going to gather the tents and we've already put this in motion and in place and give them to the homeless that are in Dublin that need them on the streets. So
That's fantastic. Yes.
it's another way, it's just another way of doing it. And it's another way of getting people out there because this will be the first of perhaps 3 protests, marches, rallies, I call them rallies, going forward. Obviously, the big one, and we've called this already, will be on Budget Day.
That's a perfect day to have it.
It's a perfect day to have it. The cameras and all will be there. And looking at the proposal of the budget, the proposal in the budget this time round is they're not giving any more money to the elderly. They're cutting fuel allowance. They're not looking at the cost of living. They're not adding any more money coming into the household per the cost of living. Not a very good optics to be shown by a government that are at this moment in time tethering on the brink of self-destruction.
Well, part of this problem, I don't have to tell you at all, is that the Irish people are under economic, financial, and emotional, psychological warfare. And part of that, of course, is to make the necessities of life more expensive and put stress upon them. And that is why you have now more than 500 people committing suicide. You also have death at the beginning of life in abortion. And I also made a video some time ago, and I regret to say that I omitted another very important aspect, and that is death at the end of life. People have been given this drug to end their lives prematurely. Legalize euthanasia. That will also be into focus. So that is good. Now, before I forget it, you also mentioned when you're doing your march down from the GPO to the Dáil, you somewhat mentioned that you might be making a few stops. Is it
Yeah.
possible that you might make a few stops? just for example, at the statue of Daniel O'Connell or James Larkin or any of these fellows, and have a local fellow or a historian or somebody just reiterate the importance
Um,
of that man and in bring it to the people today and draw a bit of inspiration. Can you talk a
you're
little bit
reading.
about that?
I hate you at times because you're actually reading my mind.
I hate
Tom,
myself.
Tom Moran.
Yes.
Now, Tom Moran is actually our guest on the day. Tom is actually opening up the whole sequence of events before I do, because I have, as you know, a huge empathy with Tom. Myself and Tom gets on very well. Tom is 85 odd years of age. You know who he is. Most people in Ireland knows what he is. And anybody that doesn't can Google him and they can find out exactly what he is. Tom is a solid Irishman. And there's nothing in history of Ireland that Tom doesn't know. So, on the way up, slow march because Tom is there. Slow march on the way up. Tom is actually, let me give the Tom the mic at the said statues that you just talked about. And he will give a 5 minute narration on each of them to the general public.
Well, I dare say that that's a little bit of an aspect that none of the other marches or protests could have produced, and I'm greatly looking forward to that. And maybe I shouldn't have
So,
even have asked
would you
for it.
believe it or not? I'm up till now, this time now that I'm actually talking to you. Today, all day long, I was working and I was spray fencing and all that, like, and I was getting calls in left, right, and centre about microphones, about this, about that, about God knows what. And I could find a pent up nervousness coming within me. But right now, I'm actually quite relaxed because I have a huge belief. I have a huge belief in my God. I have a huge belief in the Irish people. And I genuinely think that the Irish people are now beginning to wake it up. And I believe that they will come on board with this whole idea of what the way the grassroots that we're doing it, and bringing it all together slowly, no rush, bringing it together slowly, and then in September, maybe going back again, but definitely on budget day going back again.
Well, I would certainly urge anybody and everybody, you're going to be there now for the best part of 2 days. If you cannot make it on the first day to the GPO, at least drop down and interact, interface, and network with some of these people of like mind. It
Correct.
could be it could be one of the social events of the year, actually.
Well,
If
I think going back to the up and coming politician, come back to the Anthony cases, go back to any of those people you want to mention, right? It's an ideal opportunity for them to set their stall by talking to the people, or rather, letting the people talk to them.
Yes, I would view this as a somewhat of a test of these fellows that are aspiring to political office. Now it's time to man the front lines. Go down there and make an appearance and talk to a fellow. He may not agree with you when you begin to talk to him, but he sure as hell might agree with you by the time you're finished. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic opportunity, and I hope they avail of it indeed. And anybody that doesn't avail of it, well, we can draw all our own conclusions from that.
Well, there's one call out I'd like to put out here. You know, the people that are the hidden homeless are between the ages of 20 and 40, most of them, right? And they're living in their parents' house in a box room or whatever the case is, right? And this is affecting them. But you never see them out at gatherings like this. And I fail to understand why. So I would ask everybody of any age group, but in particularly the 20 to 40 year olds, come out, go out to, if you can't get to Dublin to tomorrow, whatever the case is, go out to your local IPAS, go out to your local TD, go out to your local county council or whatever it is. Make your presence. Look, you've been given a bloody voice. Don't be depending on old feckers like me to use your voice. Use your own voice. Get out there, grab a few mates, grab a few of the girls, whatever it is, go out, knock on the door of the local politician, knock on the door of the local guy and say, look, what the hell is going on in this town? What can we do about it?
Well, I cannot speak for those young people, of course, but strongly suspect that a lot of those people have just given up hope. There's no hope out there. So it's up to the people like you or whoever to come forward and actually give them hope. And that's maybe the most important thing that might be achieved in this coming 2 days, indeed. All right. I won't go on too much now because believe it or not, we're up to 15 minutes. This is a fantastic event because we have a lot of problems with immigration. We've got this, that, and the other. But this is solely focused, not solely focused, but it is focused in the main on the homeless situation. And as you said, this is not political, and this is a real cause of concern to the Irish people.
Well, I think it is. Like, you know, what I mean, the homelessness has gone up like so dramatically over this last 6 months. No, an awful lot of it is caused because of immigration and all that. An awful lot of it is obviously. So we can't not believe that there either. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that subject will come up tomorrow. Obviously, you know what I mean. But in my mindset, it's to deal with the homelessness and all that entails.
All right. Well, I will let you go now, and I believe you have another conversation lined up with another patriot coming up, and I will hopefully tune in later on this evening or tonight to have a look at that as well.
Well,
John,
yeah, we
I
actually.
wish you the best tomorrow and the day after. That's all I can say, and I just hope everybody comes out for this one. This
Well,
is, in
Declan, listen,
my view, the important one.
Declan, it's thanks to people like you and so on that's getting the word out there. You know what I mean? We can't do this without people like you. And, you know, we're eternally grateful. And, you know, I mean that sincerely.
Funnily enough, I did meet a fellow last Sunday that may be of great beneficial help to us in the future down at
Good.
a classic auto show in the town of Dedham, Massachusetts. A man from Athlone that has done quite well for himself. He was driving a 1931 Packard car, and that's as big as a truck.
Well, I know them.
He
They're
was done
huge
after that.
things.
Yes,
And he's from Athlone.
so I'm just outside Athlone. I cannot give too much more information
Oh,
now
no, no,
because
no,
he,
no.
he would be a well-known man on the other side of Boston, just like I would be a well-known man on the south side of Boston.
Brilliant, brilliant.
All right,
Listen,
John, thank you very much.
enjoy your hiking.
I will indeed.
All
John,
right.
thank you very much.
Slán
Perfect.
that.
Slán
Slán
that,
that.
agus bennett.
Aaron Gabra.